From trash to treasure, I'm going to be showing you how to turn your trash to treasure. Yes, trash to treasure. You're welcome to Mary's Lifestyle. My name is Mary. And what is your name? I know your name. I know your name. You're welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by once again. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. Thank you to the new ones. Sit back and join this awesome family. Here we learn how to do so many things. We are very creative people here, and we empower ourselves. We do everything together. We love ourselves. So please, if you did not subscribe to my channel, please kindly subscribe to my channel, like, share, and call everyone that something is happening here. Thank you so much. So without wasting much time, this is how we do it. Let's go and change the trash to treasure. Thank you so much, and see you then. Yeah, let me take you through the tools we are going to be using today. I have these earrings, and I have the African fabric. It's a piece of fabric that was left from what I used in making my trouser pants. And I have the pieces here. We are using the actual pieces. Yeah, that's what we are going to be using to make this tutorial today. So we have the scissors, and we have the earring, the Alice band, the red thread, and then the black thread. So we are not using machine. You can equally use gum to make them. Before we get started, we have a guest in the house. Her name is Able Mabel. She's a YouTuber. She talks about Nigerian traditional marriage and celebration. I'm going to let you hear a little bit.
The shuku, or the style of the beads and the packing of the hair, there are some that are actually reserved for the Oba's wife.
You've heard her very well. Some of those items are being reserved for the Oba's wife. Do not use them. Please follow her on her YouTube as Able Mabel. So I'm going to be cutting the fabric for the earring right now. I'm not measuring it yet, so when I'm done cutting, but I have an idea of how many inches I want to use. I'm going to be using about 2 inches wide, and the length is going to be about 5 to 6 inches long. Yeah, 2 inches wide, and the length is 6 inches. So I'm going to be using that for the earring today. And for the Alice band, I'm using 2 inches wide and 29 inches or 30 inches long. All right, this is where it gets very interesting. So we are going to be folding the pieces into 2, like so. So I'm going to be using my needle to thread it, to stitch it to the end, just like that. I must tell you that sewing is quite interesting and therapeutic. And I'm doing this one with my hands. I'm really enjoying it. It's a different feeling from what I do with my machine. So I'm done stitching it with my thread and needle. So I'm going to trim that area off, and I will be using something like a sharp edge, whatever. I don't know how to really put it. So I'm going to push it out to the other side. I have the 2 strips now ready for the earring. This is where the main transformation is about to take place. So I would advise you watch me closely. So I'm going to push it in through the loops, and then I'm going to have a form of gathers So the two openings are still there, and I've clipped the earrings. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to tuck in the rough edge. I'm tucking it in. So I'm going to use my needle now to neaten it. So I'm going to make a kind of loop stitch. So as you're sewing, remember not to cover everything completely. So just leave an opening there so that you can wear the earring. So when you get to the end of the earring, you're going to have this square-like shape. I'm going to push it in together. I'm going to fold it in together and sew to have a finish and nice looking earring. Now I'm done sewing and the earring is looking good. This is hard work. Please subscribe to my channel. Appreciate me. Just give me a thumbs up. So I'm going to also go ahead and sew the other one, and when I finish, I'll bring it and show you. Now the earring is ready and it's looking fabulous. It's looking magnifique, like the French people will say. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do the Alice band right now. I hope you have subscribed to my channel. So I'm going to use the long strip which I cut, the 30 inches long strip. So I'm going to fold it into two like so, and I'm going to sew at the middle using my thread and needle. And I want the stitch to be at the center when I finish sewing. So I'm going to show you exactly what I mean. I'm done sewing the strip, so I'm going to push it out to the right side. This is how it looks like. As you can see, it's just a long strip, and I want that stitch to be at the center. So I'm going to go ahead and use my iron to press it down to have a flat finish. I'm done ironing, and this is how it looks like. So this is going to be over the Alice band. This is how it looks like. The stitch is at the center, and I haven't closed the end yet because I'm going to still stitch it together with the Alice band. I'm done stitching the belt to the Alice band, so I'm going to be putting the loops around it. You can make it closely, or you can leave it as wide as I'm making mine. It's entirely optional. So I'm going to make mine loosely, but you can make yours to be a bit closer. So at this point, I'm going to use my pin to hold them together before I start sewing. Please remember to subscribe to my channel and give me a thumbs up and leave me a comment. If there's anything you want me to make, please kindly leave me a comment as well. So I'm going to be stitching them, and because I'm using a black thread here, so I'm going to be very mindful when I'm sewing them. Remember I told you I'm going to be very mindful of how I'm stitching. So I'm going to be very careful not to pass the thread on the white color area. So I'm going to be passing the thread just on the black area and maneuvering it until I'm done sewing. This is the last bit of it, so I'm just going to finish it and I'll show it to you. You don't have to waste your leftover pieces anymore. If you have any pieces, contact me. I will turn it into treasure for you. Look at the finished look. Isn't it gorgeous? This is fantastic. I love it. I love it. I love it. Well done, Mary. Give me a thumbs up. Thank you so much for staying by to watch my tutorial. I hope it was useful to you. And if it was useful to you, please kindly leave me a comment, like, share, and subscribe. And remember to click on the notification bell so that when next I upload my video, you will be the first to know. Thank you so much. And I'm going to wrap mine. Keep loving yourself, love your neighbor, and God bless you. For me, it's bye for now. Bye.